associate needed in Amarillo, Texas. I am here with the awesome Dr. Omar, 2021 grad, who has bought 2 practices already and needs associate help. He's fresh off doing an emergency bridge. You're doing the work of the Lord G.V. Black, Omar. Good job. Tell our audience you're part of our Dentist Job Connect platform. People can go to dentistjobconnect.com to apply for this position. But tell our audience why you need an associate dentist.
So basically, I'm talking to Paul here about, I bought out 2 practices. I closed on one in January, the other one in April. And we have kind of grew at a very, very fast rate and efficient rate. And we've kind of gotten to a point where I am working 2 offices. I have an associate that is in one of them for Monday and Tuesday, but the practice that I'm in most of the days more than doubled in revenue since we bought the practice.
What do you attribute that growth to? So maybe we do these, Omar, to both share that you need an associate. Text Amarillo to 215-798-9897. You can text job to 215-798-9897 to get connected. My team will drop the direct link for people to apply. But I love learning. So you bought this practice doing like 70,000 a month. It doubled. What do you attribute this growth to?
Honestly, building it. Our team is, we're pretty much family. They're in the other room right now at 6 o'clock at night. And I'm not the one who asked them to stay after. They asked me to stay after.
That's great.
Right?
I like that.
They're very much. We've developed this idea of, we need the team to feel that we're a family. We move as a unit. We have almost every big decision we get to some sort of unanimous decision on. If I'm making a lot of income, I'm going to share the wealth. I give my team bonuses all the time. We have a pretty phenomenal marketing department within the office, right? So we do our own in-house marketing. So, for example, we noticed, Mondays and Tuesdays we're producing like, $10 to $25,000 a day, and Wednesdays we would just drop off, and we started doing 30% off of dentures, on Wednesdays. So started launching
denture happy hour. I like it. It's like a denture happy hour.
Denture happy hour. So if you want to get your surgery done, if you want to get any of that done, coming on Wednesday, right?
The next show I'm doing is with another 2021 grad looking for an associate. So I love this theme. We have new dentists needing associates. I think it's an awesome story. People sometimes give me grief, say, "Oh, Paul, you talk too much about the dental debt. You talk about all the things." I say, well, there are so many success stories like what you're doing, like what Dr. Christian is doing. Do you know our dental people, though? We're not normal, Omar. We need details. So you're going to hire someone. I'm going to ask you questions. You answer them as specifically as possible. I apply for this job. What days out of the week do you want me to work?
Ideally, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning.
So 4.5 days a week.
4.5 days a week, ideally.
Okay, good. I come to work there. I graduated in 2019, been out for a few years. I'm not ready to buy a practice, but I have some experience. What procedures will I be doing most of the time? Fillings, crowns, extractions, endo. Tell me about that.
What procedures would you like to do? We pretty much have everything from, I do pretty much everything from fillings to all-on-fours, right?
Gotcha.
So what do you want to do?
Where did you get your all-on-four training so early in your career?
Huh?
Where did you learn all-on-four so early in your career?
I just kept taking CE courses.
That's awesome. Which CE courses did you find most helpful?
I took the ones it's the implant course. It's in Guadalajara, Mexico. I've taken it.
Awesome.
I've taken it, but I just go out there too.
One thing that's kind of, I learned implants early in my career. I've been out for 20 years.
I do all of my surgeries guided, which makes it quite a lot easier.
What implant system do you use?
I use Dentsply Prime Taper for my guides. I use S3 Smiles, and they're freaking wonderful.
One thing about it's kind of interesting. What would you rather do? Place a single tooth implant in number 30 or do a class 2 on number 30?
Single tooth implant all day.
It's easier and more predictable.
It's so much easier. It's so much easier. And implant, if you're talking, there's no. If the tooth is already taken out, and the bone is there and you're just dropping the implant with a surgical guide, that's 10, 15 minutes of work that you're going to be doing.
And it's predictable. No one complains about the contact or the color. So we got Monday through Friday. We got fundamental procedures with the opportunity to do some specialty work. Now, let's say I live in New Jersey and I want to take a chance on this, and I'm going to move out to Texas, but I need to know, will I be able to pay my loans, pay my rent? I've heard about dentists, working somewhere where someone says they're going to be busy, but they wind up not making any money. So tell me, what income could I expect? Is there a guarantee? Tell me about that.
Depending on the applicant, if somebody's got experience, or if somebody seems to be, coachable, I'm willing to give them a guarantee of $200,000 a
That's
year.
awesome. And
That-
they would have the
that-
opportunity to make even more than that
So
based on collections.
So me personally, if I was an associate and I was making 28% of collections, which is not what I would pay somebody else, right? If I was making 28% of collections, I would be making over $230,000 based on my income
awesome.
for the last 30 days. And keep in mind, the last 30 days are not done. That's still Friday.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be making around 250,000 based off of just 28% of collections. If I was to have an associate and they didn't need a daily guarantee, I'd probably put them at 35% of collections for comparison. If they needed that daily guarantee and some days they were faltering, some days they were doing better, I'd put them at around 32.
Awesome. Well, so you've shared with us the days, the procedures, the why. Now I say this, our dentists are people too. So let's say I go out there, what am I going to do on days when I'm not at work? What can I do on the weekends? What are some fun things that you would recommend people do if they live in Plainview, they live in Lubbock? Tell us about that.
Well, the Lubbock, food environment, bars, clubs, all that's all available if you're into that. And if you're not into that and you like more hiking and hiking up, there's Palo Duro Canyon. It's the second largest canyon in the country. There's Caprock Canyon. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. And it's less than an hour away. There's quite whatever you're looking to do, you're gonna find it. If you're looking for a small town vibe that's a little bit more, hey, you know what, it's more calm and it's beautiful and it's pretty, that's available. You can live in Canyon. If you're looking for more, hey, I want a little bit more hustle and bustle, there's Amarillo and there's Lubbock, and you can pretty much find whatever you're looking for.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot of nacho toppings of stuff to do outside the office. All right.
Yeah,
you can go to dentistjobconnect.com to apply for this awesome position. But I want to share with you, one of our mottos is always be connecting, always be collaborating. And I'm so glad you signed up for this associate ad so we can help you. But how did my team member, like case acceptance, how did my team member at the DEO convince you that this was a good idea?
She got me drunk, Paul. No, we were at the DEO and we were all having drinks, and I was telling her, we had been talking for a little while about, I want to sign up. I just don't know if I don't know if I can find someone, on my own, and it was just, hey, you know what? Why are you waiting? You just told me how much income you're making. Just do it. And I was like,
Right.
You know what? I should just do it.
I like it. That's what we call her, Morgan Nike Rake. And also one of the things I share, and because I feel I can be a little more jokey with younger dentists, is your dental practice does over $1 million a year in collections, more than that, but let's just say $1 million. So for you to invest $2,500, $2,000 into hiring an associate, that's what we need to do. It's to keep your practice safe, secure, and sane. Because in all honesty, you can't work at this pace forever, can you?
100%. No, and me, yeah, exactly. I can't work at this pace forever. And one of the things that I am very much into is taking more and more CE courses and more and more developing my abilities. Like this weekend, I'm on the weekends I take CE courses. That's what I do for fun. I'm going down to Dallas and taking some courses on Botox and filler, and for me to be able to visualize integrating that, and for me to be able to continue to pursue my vision. I'd like to eventually cut down my hours to 10 to 4, just kind of doing a couple of procedures that are a little bit more larger cases a day, and having
and the only way, I love that goal, and the only way to do that is to have other dentists helping you. It's the only way.
Exactly. And then the other part of it is my wife right now lives in LA, so I'm fine doing what I'm doing. But when she's here, I'm not allowed to work like I do.
Yeah.
And I've gotta give a little, you know. So
Yeah.
so she's
You need your own downtime. So I really admire you, what you're doing. You're a tremendous success story. There's so much value to sharing this, but we're going to look to find you the associate to help you stay sane, to help you grow what you want, to protect yourself from working too many hours. So they can go to dentistjobconnect.com. But if someone wanted to reach out to you directly, Omar, how would they do that?
You can reach me on my email, or you can shoot me a text on my phone number. I'm really honestly very transparent. If you need, even if you just need a friendly advice or anything like that, I'm more than willing to give it. My phone number is 832-643-2174. And my email is just omarharmouche@gmail.com. That's OMARHARMOUCHE@gmail.com.
Awesome, Omar. Well, you're awesome. Really appreciate you sharing with us. Stick around for a minute. But Nacho Crew, check out this awesome job on dentistjobconnect.com.